So how do you remain faithful to your wish fulfilled? Happy blissful day, blissful beings. My name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie, and we help singles manifest their ideal partner and couples their ideal relationship. If you'd like to learn more about our coaching method, the Bliss Method, you can find our free guide linked below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
So how do you remain faithful to your wish fulfilled? How do you remain faithful to your manifestation? And to start off this video, we just want to remind you guys that consciousness is the one and only reality. So whatever you're saying right now, whatever you're thinking right now, whatever you're feeling right now, you are. That's all that matters. So the good news is, if you tell yourself right now that you are it or you have it, it means that it's a done deal. So all you need to do is just remain faithful to that desire. And how do you remain faithful to that desire? Is by saying thank you that you have it right now. Thank you for it right now. And what we're gonna do now is also just share an awesome success story, with you guys on how specifically me and then my beautiful wifey remained faithful to a specific desire, and then it eventually showed up.
So do I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we first met, I was not familiar with the law of assumption, but of course Gabriel had been for quite some time. But when we also first met, my skin was crazy. It was like red and puffy and bumpy, and just it was quite incredible.
And also like the thingies on there.
Yeah, the pimples
yeah.
and everything. It was just a whole mess. But when Gabriel and I met, he looked at me and I expressed my concern about my skin. He said, "What are you talking about? You have perfect skin." And I said, "What?" I said, "Are you even looking at me?" But he said, "No." He said, "I see your perfect skin, and you must also see your skin is perfect." He said, "When you look at the mirror, you don't see the bumps, you don't see the redness, you just see your perfect, healthy skin." And sure enough, not long after at all, maybe even like 2 months later, my skin was clear, just like that.
Yeah.
There was no more bumps, no redness, no pimples, no nothing, just completely cleared up. And it was all because we remained faithful to this assumption that I did have clear skin, that I did have this healthy skin, that it was no longer how I perceived it in the 3D reality, but only how I perceived it in the 4D in imagination.
Indeed, yeah. And it was just such a beautiful demonstration and success story that consciousness is the only reality. Whenever I saw her, all I saw was perfect skin. I even told her that your skin is perfect. I literally drilled it into her mind that you've got perfect skin. Isn't it wonderful? Look at your perfect skin. It's so awesome. It's just getting more perfect every day. Isn't that wonderful? And of course, at first, she thought that I was crazy, but then I explained to her that consciousness is the only reality. So if you see your desire in your imagination and you feel it right now, and you say it to yourself over and over again, that's all that matters. It has to show up in your reality, because consciousness is the only reality. This reality that we see through our eyes is only an echo of consciousness. So in other words, it's only a projection. So what you've said to yourself yesterday will show up later on and tomorrow. So that's why I was like, you've got beautiful, perfect skin. Look at your perfect skin. It's just getting more perfect every day. Isn't it wonderful? Remember?
Yeah.
It was so awesome. So we just wanted to share this video with you guys for Monday motivation, to say that you already have your manifestations. You already have your desires. Even though you can't see it, all you need to do is just express your gratitude right now. Because gratitude is so powerful. Because if I give you something right now, you're going to say thank you. And if you express your gratitude for your desires right now, you'll even feel, a shift. And the more you do that, the more you shift into that new version of yourself that now has it, or are it, or whatever your desire is. Because as you said early on, that you cannot cannot desire something you already have, right? So you can't desire something you already have. The only thing you can do is what?
Express your gratitude.
Exactly. You say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a beautiful thing because it's okay to desire something. Of course, we all have our desires. We even say, oh, whatever it is that you desire. But the difference is, as you say, you lock it in with gratitude. It no longer becomes a desire. It becomes your possession, or it becomes your new reality. Once you say, that's what I want, that's what I have, thank you so much for it, and you keep going that way. Because if you're always desiring, you're always seeking after it, you confirm to yourself that you do not have it yet. But whereas if I say, thank you for my perfect skin, I love my perfect skin, look how healthy my skin is, I'm locking in that what once was a desire as my new reality and accepting that that's how it is now.
Yeah, exactly. Because you only relate to the real world, which is consciousness, which is the 4D. So whatever you say, it is. Whether you like it or not, it is. So the 3D is just that surprise element whereby, oh, look, it has now appeared, it has now manifested. And on the contrary, if you do not see it in the 3D, you revert back to the 4D and say that, thank you for my perfect skin. Thank you for my healthy skin. It's so awesome. Even though you do not see it, you just remain faithful to your wish fulfilled.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to say, or maybe a bit harder to actually do it, but once you grasp the concept and you can apply it and you fully believe it, it changes everything.
Indeed, it changes everything. So congrats on all your desires, your manifestations. You're an amazing, you're a master manifester. You're always, getting better and better at manifesting easily and effortlessly. And having said that, keep smiling, enjoy your blissful day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.